Lifetime. Oh, oh, oh.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome WWE
is it OTC? OTC has his back. I think so. Bro, yeah. Eat. Eat. I don't know why I like this guy.
They are eating in Philadelphia. From Mayor Ted Uso. trouble now. No doubt about it. You mentioned the Kabuki Warriors that are covered by Rodriguez. You mentioned that the Kabuki Warriors want to be out here to potentially counteract anything that Roxanne Perez may do. But again, this boils down to Io wanting to stand on her own 2 feet, to not have any excuses, to silence any doubters who may be left. And there aren't many of these. Again, look at Perez. Again, getting involved. Raquel doing a great job joining the official call. Covered by Rodriguez.
backup than Kabuki Warriors, I think.
Here comes Molly. Rhea Ripley.
Why is he wearing the bra so badly, bro?
Boots. Roxanne out of her boots. Heavy right hand to the monstrous Rodriguez. Yeah, these two have been involved in quite a rivalry.
Wow! Missile dropkick.
Leo and Rhea bound by mutual respect. Professional admiration. Raquel kicked over the top rope.
And Shihan.
Ronnie playing
She lands hard.
tonight. Yeah, good thing for Rhea Ripley. Things are going to get real bad. Rio Sky, who picks up the win over Raquel Rodriguez tonight.
I'm backstage with LA Knights. LA, congratulations. You have earned yourself a huge opportunity in 2 weeks at Clash in Paris when you compete in a fatal four-way match for the World Heavyweight Championship. Look, I know you know this. Seth Rollins always has a plan B, so I guess my question...
I'm worried about plan B, C, A, none of that. What I'm worried about is week after week, it's the vision. What do you want?
Apologies for interrupting. Jackie, can you give us a second?
Friend, sure.
No, you don't have to go anywhere. You stay right here. Stay right here. Do the interview. It's fine. It's fine.
All right, well, while they chant my name in the arena, I want to get something clear to you that we kind of need to be on the same page here. I don't care if you don't like me. I don't care if I don't like you.
You think this is about me not liking you? This never had anything to do with me not liking you. It's the fact that I've had 2 championship opportunities, and where were you? Sticking your nose in it. There you were. That's the problem, my man. It's not a personal thing. It's business.
Okay, so tonight's not about business, but in 2 weeks, that's all it's about. But we're not going to get there unless we stick together. We need a little bit of cohesion here. Me, you, and Jay watching each other's backs because you know what's going to happen with Seth and his goons. The numbers game.
You got to be kidding me. Last week, you're the one who puts your hands on me first. And how'd that work out for you? You ended up eating a couple megastar little meat mitts to the mouth, didn't you?
Yeah,
I think that's how it went for you.
If that's what you want to do, if that's how you want to play it, numbers are going to make it. That's not for me.
Look, I tell you what, here's what you need to worry about. When we get to Paris, there's going to be one man holding his hand up with that title in his hand. Where's the world champion? It ain't going to be you. It's going to be this man with everybody saying L.A. Knight. Yeah.
CM Punk and LA Knight certainly have their crosshairs set on Seth freaking Rollins, but so does said for a long time now, Corey, one of the most underrated stars in WWE today. One of the toughest men, pound for pound, on the roster. Oh, and Dragon Lee with a stop to McDonough. JD McDonough himself possesses a rather successful lucha libre career, known down south of the border as El Grande Cabeza. Really, that's right. Big right hand for Dragon Lee. Dragon Lee unloading. One-time NXT North American champion. Quite wild. Stereo down there. The Dragon through by spit.
What did you say?
But you don't even pay attention to me, Kyle. I was talking about producer America. I said Leyeska counts as an extension of Mr. Iguana's physical being. Tag team action here, Monday Night Raw on Netflix. Dragon Lee and Mr. Iguana doing battle with JD McDonough, Finn Balor of the Judgment Day. Michael Cole's lost complete control of himself over here. This is what's going to happen
Armada. Who is it? Asshole.
Those superstars are Logan Paul and John Cena.
When you want some, come and get some. And to anyone brave enough to walk the aisle and stand on this canvas.
John. Hey, I respected you, John, I really did. But now I don't even know you. You don't know who you are. You turned into a charity case. You're out here just giving out matches. Oh, how about this? I'm on one. Right in the middle of France. Logan Paul versus John Cena at Clash in Paris. I mean, that's box office. That's headline.
You might have just made the biggest mistake of your life. Logan Paul against John Cena. Clash in Paris, I accept.
Logan Paul does WWE better than any professional wrestler, and that includes you.
Logan Paul, John Cena, Clash in Paris.
Well, two champions, one night. Boxing's biggest names collide. Literally 13 years ago, I believe it was, and I've never known her to be as upset or mentally unstable or whatever she's going through right now. I've never seen her.
Yeah, check out what she's been doing on social media as of late. Here's some more about Bayley.
It was, and I've never.
Of what Bayley has been going through as of late.
Bayley's a woman I have known since she arrived back in the days of FCW, quite literally 13 years ago, I believe it was.
More about Bayley.
Stop. That's enough. We were a double champion. We were the longest reigning SmackDown Women's Champion of all time.
Yeah, you're right.
Now, you're not. I get it. You don't need friends. Okay? They all stab in the back of the idiot. Stop. WrestleMania. Did you have a good time at SummerSlam?
No.
Loser.
Stop.
If you just listen to me, I promise I will steer you on the right path, sister, okay? Anyways, I'm here to help, okay? You idiots, listen to me, listen to me, listen to me!
Then I don't
I don't know what I need. How about a hug?
Well, it's kind of tough to watch a person you've known for so long unravel before your very eyes.
I agree, Corey. It's disturbing.
Well, for Natalya, she has not held a singles championship in WWE in 8 years, and that fact weighs on her. We did see Natalya in action a couple of nights ago at Triple Mania in Reina's championship matchup, and it was a different Natalya Saturday night.
I think that might be the biggest understatement of your career, Cole. We saw a completely different side of Natalya in Mexico City. It's as though Natalya's finally learning to take all the frustration she's feeling inside and channel it towards something different, something dangerous. I hope Natalya's in that sort of headspace tonight, because she's going to need it dealing with someone like the man.
Natalya knows Becky Lynch extremely well. This will be the 10th time in their careers that they've gone one-on-one. Becky holds a slight edge with 5 victories.
See if Natalya can succeed where Maxine came up short in knocking off the Intercontinental Champion Becky Lynch.
Natalya's had some success against Becky, but has never beaten Becky when a championship's been on the line.
The Women's Intercontinental Champion, Becky Lynch, who claims she will be the greatest to ever hold this championship. Lynch is certainly off to a start that would agree with that assessment.
Becky Lynch had a big WrestleMania match a couple of years
nice will only get you so far. You got to step on. You got to rattle some cages. You got to do something that you haven't been doing.
And did you notice Natalya hit the ring post hard and seems to be favoring her shoulder here. Doesn't look good. And there's a concern here at ringside for Natalya, who perhaps hit her shoulder. And Becky Lynch doesn't give a damn. She right back on the attack.
And I know it's tough, but you got to have a little sympathy for the devil talking about Becky Lynch in this circumstance. Natalya may have suffered an injury, but the Intercontinental Champion wants to make absolutely sure this isn't a ruse. Becky's not going to allow herself to be caught off guard. And the man now continuing to bring the fight to a potentially injured challenger.
And Becky Lynch with the upper hand now. She's got the champion's advantage in the match. Natalya's got a better submitter. And Natalya's really hurting.
Left arm to Natalya. You said shoulder first into the ring post. A lot can happen. You make that sort of impact, that velocity with the unforgiving steel. I mean, we've seen Liv Morgan several months back suffer an injury to her shoulder on seemingly a routine maneuver. And Rhea Ripley last year made contact with a wall and blew her shoulder out. Who knows what this could mean for Natalya? I hope it's nothing too severe.
And Becky now into the ring and in control. The Intercontinental Champion. And the title a couple of months ago from Lyra Valkyria. Been dominant ever since. Becky's won 7 world championships in her career. Speaking of the world champ, Naomi will be joining us in a matter of moments to discuss the state of the women's world title here tonight.
2, 3, 4.
Look at the eyes of Natalya, Cole. There's a different look. Something's wrong.
Yeah, she's hurt. Trying to stay in this match. Becky Lynch barking down at Maxina Tozawa at ringside, but she continues the attack.
And Natty's no stranger to pain. This is a woman who grew up in Stu Hart's infamous dungeon. You're not going to make Natalya cry tears because of pain. There's something going on here.
And Becky Lynch, look how she's working on that left arm of Natalya. You soften up for the disarmer.
Exactly. It's brilliant strategy by the champion. Again, it may be unpopular, it may seem unnecessarily aggressive, but at the end of the day, the gold's on the line. Lynch has to do what she has to do.
And Becky, mega aggressive here. And she's told us on more than one occasion she'll do anything it takes to keep the championship around her waist. And Becky, just quite such the veteran, she realizes that there's the proverbial blood in the water now for the shark as Natalya's hurt. Cover now by the champ. Natalya kicks out at 2. Right back on the attack.
What we're seeing from the champion right now is essentially defensive offense.
At ringside,
keeping Natalya in her grip, not allowing Natty to create any sort of separation to prevent Natty from doing anything offensive right now, while simultaneously squeezing the breath out of the challenger.
Natalya trying to stay in this. Intercontinental Championship on the line as Becky Lynch defends against Natalya. Natalya, who apparently suffered a shoulder injury as she went into the ring post a little bit ago, trying to fight back against the champ. Trying to get some life back in that left arm, and again, not able.
Oh my goodness,
to deliver a suplex there, and Becky went right back for the bad arm.
Whatever the ring post began, I think Becky Lynch just finished. Rolls through. Look at her. There it is.
Armbar's in. Becky with the armbar in. Natalya trying to block, but how much can it? Becky wisely goes to the injured arm.
Becky trying to use. There it is. There. Natty's in all types of trouble right now.
Natalya again trying to. Great move there to turn it into a pinning combination. And Becky still with the arm locked in.
Well, if Becky can pass Natalya's shoulder under Natty's own chin, have more of a triangle circumstance here. The armbar doesn't have full extension on Natalya's left arm.
Natalya trying to fight through this. Natalya trying to fight through.
Natty's a double tough woman. Does she have it in her? Oh my goodness!
Powering Becky up, delivering that spine buster, and forces the break. And
I think the damage is done, Cole.
Yeah, Natalya in serious pain here. Trying to dig down deep. See a look of concern on the face of Maxine Dupree on the outside. Beat off adrenaline, perhaps. Natalya uses her good arm. Will place elbow, kick to the midsection. Becky misses wildly. Natalya with a snapmare. And right there, classic Natalya. Boom! Boom to the face of the champion.
And looking for the sharpshooter.
Trying to step through. And look at Becky going right for the injured arm. Smart move by Lynch. Great move by the champion.
Veteran defense from the Intercontinental Champion. Good God!
That discus clothesline, shades of her dad. Cover now. Hook to the leg. Kick out by Lynch.
That clothesline nearly took Becky Lynch clean out of her boots. Let's take another look at that. You talk about digging down deep, Cole. Natty brought that clothesline from the depths of hell.
And now the champ's in trouble. Becky wisely moves out to the apron.
Again, you can see the concern on the face of Maxine Dupree, the confusion on the face of Tozawa. That's sort of his MO.
Oh, Becky! Wiping out Maxine.
Here comes the man.
And now we'll wipe it out Tozawa with a baseball slide. Natalya looking to take advantage.
He's going to steal it.
Oh, and a kick out. Becky turns it into a penny combination. Almost had her kick out again by Natalya. Natalya into the second rope.
Natalya almost utilized the exact same strategy that she fell to at Triple Mania.
And again, Becky just, oh, goodness, right back to the bad arm. And Becky now with the disarmer.
Stop it, come on now.
The disarmer on the bad arm of Natalya.
Natty's risking permanent damage here.
Well, Natalya trying to stay in this, trying to stay alive, but she's got to tap out. She had no choice.
All right, Becky, enough is enough. The bell rang, the match is over.
Well, now Maxine going to try to separate Becky Lynch, and finally does. But has the damage been done to Natalya?
Here is your winner by submission, and still the Women's Intercontinental Champion.
Oh, now look at this. Becky from behind. Wasn't enough she injured Natalya. Wasn't enough she won. Now the disarmer on Maxine. And here comes Nikki Bella, the one that was embarrassed by Becky Lynch a couple of weeks ago. And Nikki taking the fight to the champion.
A Hall of Famer issuing a beat down to the Intercontinental Champion.
Becky trying to fight back, and Nikki Bella unloading on Becky.
This rivalry has gotten extremely personal in record time.
And Nikki, oh, there's Becky. Back attack 2.0 by Nikki Bella, the champion. Wow.
That's how you make a statement.
Becky Lynch went a bit too far tonight and paid for it.
Sheamus, I appreciate the time. Listen, I have to ask you, what is driving this chaos between you and Rusev? I mean, it feels like it's kind of getting out of hand with things escalating week after week after week.
Whoa,
It's
whoa. That's my gimmick, Jackie.
I mean, it's a good gimmick.
Look, the truth is, everyone says that Rusev has a god complex, right? But my opinion is he's about as complex as the light switch. And what he didn't contemplate on his massive WWE return when he was smashing everybody in sight was coming across this big ginger fella with banger after banger after banger. Yeah? I'm here! You want to see this? Tell me!
I'm gonna give you one last chance. One last chance and then we're done. And Clash in Paris. Get all out of your system. It's the last time, I swear to God, it's the last time. In the good old mansion, Donnybrook. Now get that out of my building.
Need blood pressure medication too. Nonetheless, in full fashion,
That goes down in Paris, but tonight we are in Philadelphia, just a few miles away from the corner of Swanson and Rittner, the birthplace of Extreme, and how apropos, because tonight in our main event, Jey Uso goes one-on-one with the badass of the Vision, Braun Breaker, in an Extreme Rules match.
that is our main event tonight on Monday Night Raw. Ladies and gentlemen, in a matter of moments, the Women's World Champion Naomi will come out to the ring to address the state of the Women's World title. But before we get to that, there is going to be a very special edition of Stephanie McMahon's What's Your Story podcast that will drop immediately after Monday Night Raw.
Welcome back to another edition, a special edition, I should say a bonus edition, an unexpected edition of What's Your Story with Trinity and Big Jim. And you guys have something that you might want to announce, maybe some news that you'd like to give. Should I potentially give a drum roll? Maybe not.
Yes, Big Jim has a big message for you.
Oh, come on, Naomi. What's your story? The Women's World Champ, Naomi. Gonna be here live on Raw next on Netflix.
Yeah?
You know, congratulations first and foremost on defending this championship this past Friday, but tomorrow night live right here in Philadelphia, inside the Met, you're going to face Javon Evans to become the #1 contender to the NXT title Sunday at Heatwave. This is someone who's been your friend, he's been a teammate, you walk.
Hey, look. Friend or foe, it really don't make me no never mind. We all know Javon, he's young, he's excited, he's athletic, he likes to fly around. If there's one word that describes Javon, it is bouncy. He like that young rookie, new to the team, doing whatever it takes to get on the field. But the truth is, you ain't ready, dog. When people come to the zoo, they don't come to see a gazelle bounce. They come to see a lion like me get up. And if you think I'm gonna lie down for 1 second, Javon, just
Moments, the Women's World Champion Naomi will come out to the ring to address the state of the Women's World title. But before we get to that, there is going to be a very special edition of Stephanie McMahon's What's Your Story podcast that will drop immediately. Need blood pressure medication too. Nonetheless, in full fashion,
That goes down in Paris, but tonight we are in Philadelphia, just a few miles away from the corner of Swanson and Rittner, the birthplace of Extreme, and how apropos, because tonight in our main event, Jey Uso goes one-on-one with the badass of the Vision, Braun Breaker, in an
ladies and gentlemen, in a matter of moments, before we get to that, there is going to be a very special edition of Stephanie McMahon's What's Your Story podcast. Women's World Champ Naomi gonna be here live on Raw next on Netflix.
Good, man. You? Yeah.
Try to get Knight on board, and he's not having it. We got to work together, okay? You got yourself an Extreme Rules match tonight against the Paw Patrol, the Vision, whatever they want to call themselves, and I know that you're outnumbered. So, listen, you can always count on me. I got your back tonight. Pull.
No disrespect, Deuce, but man, I didn't ask for your help for tonight, man. Not on this match.
Okay, listen, I know in Paris it's about the heavyweight championship, but you're not going to get there. I'm just trying to get you to the match.
Wait, Deuce, what do you mean get me to Paris? Once we get to Paris, Punk, it's every man for themselves.
Yeah.
Look, Deuce, at the end of the night, man, I just don't want to owe nobody no favors. I know you can understand that.
All right. I'm letting you know here, all right?
Appreciate it, Deuce.
All right, Yeats, I'll take care of business.
Yeats.
Jey Uso wants to do it all on his own. Doesn't want to owe favors to anyone. Come Paris. Tonight we're in Philadelphia. Tonight the rules are extreme. Main event, Jey Uso, one-on-one with Braun Breaker of the Vision in our main event still to come.
Gonna set up the ring, and our general manager, Adam Pearce.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the Women's World Champion, Naomi.
Been an interesting couple of weeks for Naomi. She, of course, defended the title in a triple threat match against Io and Rhea back at SummerSlam. Last week was supposed to defend against Io Sky, was not medically cleared to compete, and it leads us to tonight.
Champ, the floor is yours.
This is hard to say, guys. But just take a look at the charm for me, please.
You guys have something that you might want to announce? Maybe some news that you'd like to give? Should I potentially give a drum roll? Maybe not.
Yes, Big Jim has a big message for you.
We need y'all to proceed with caution because there is a baby on board.
I need to hear you say it.
I gotta get used to it.
I know.
I'm pregnant and I'm having a baby.
Yay!
Naomi, I feel like I can speak on behalf of everybody in this building tonight. We are so happy for you. Congratulations.
You know what, Adam? I bet you are happy for me. I bet you are. But you know what? This ain't my first time relinquishing my title. I handed it back the first time, but this time I ain't handing you shit. Yeah. My hormones are jumping like a disco. This ain't the Na 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 na. Hey, hey. I hope you're tripping them church shoes too. Thank you. You know what? All the women back there in the locker room, y'all should be thinking one person. One person. Yeah, they should be thanking Big Jim because without him, y'all know y'all wouldn't have a chance to take this title off of me. I was about to walk y'all like a dog all year long. I was gonna put you heifers in the ground. But thanks to Big Jim, he like to Netflix and chill, if you know what I mean. Hey. On the bright side, I guess the bloodline continues, baby! So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna lay my title down right here. My custom title. I'm gonna leave my title here. And I'm gonna give you help of 9 months and some change to do whatever you wanna do with my title. And even if I gotta come back, breastfeed with my baby in my arm, I'm coming back to pick up where I left off. And whoever has that title when I do, I strongly advise you to proceed with caution.
Well, there's only one Naomi, that's for sure. Ladies and gentlemen, congratulations to Naomi and her husband, Big Jim Uso. The announcement tonight from Naomi that she is a child and will relinquish the Women's World Championship.
As difficult as no doubt that decision was for Naomi to make, heartbreaking to make to the top of the mountain, but what better reason to have to relinquish your gold than a beautiful baby. Congratulations to John and Shrin. I'm very happy to be proud of both of them.
And ladies and gentlemen, I'm assuming that next week on Monday Night Raw, we're going to learn more about the title picture where Stephanie McMahon figures into all this. Remember, she was the #1 contender for the title, supposed to have a championship match at Clash in Paris. We'll probably get to the bottom of all that next week because Monday Night Raw is across the pond. We're in Birmingham, the United Kingdom next week, and we'll have a special start time of 3 Eastern, 12 Pacific here in the States, 8 p.m. local in the UK. Coming to you live on Netflix and across the world. Don't miss Monday Night Raw next Monday night in Birmingham.
And we know why Adam Pearce needs blood pressure medication
occasion because the man has been busy. It has just been made official. Next Monday on Raw, the Eradicator, Rhea Bloody Ripley, goes one-on-one with the prodigy of the Judgment Day, Roxanne Perez.
And next week on Monday Night Raw as well, Kofi Kingston of the New Day will try his fare against the one and only Penta. Penta, one-on-one with Kofi Kingston again. Special start time, 3 o'clock on the East Coast, 12 o'clock on the West Coast on Netflix here in the States.
But before we get there, we're going to make a stop for SmackDown in Dublin, Ireland, with none other than the greatest of all time. John Cena will be live in Ireland this Friday on SmackDown.
But coming up next on Monday Night Raw, the unpredictable badass from the Vision, Braun Breaker, set to take on main event Jey Uso. Things get extreme in Philly, live on Netflix.
As you can see, I am joined by Nikki Bella. Nikki, as we just saw, it's been a very eventful night tonight on Monday Night Raw. Also an eventful night for you, because earlier on tonight, please tell us, why did you decide to come down to the ring and give Becky Lynch a Bella butt whooping?
That is right. Well, first I want to congratulate my girl Naomi. I'm honestly so happy for the journey she's about to go on, but to talk about earlier tonight, it's one thing when you give cheap shots to me, but when you do it to your my friends, that's when I step in. So Becky Lynch wants to say she's holding everyone down. Well, let me tell you something, Byron. Pretty soon, Becky will be holding nothing, especially that Intercontinental Championship. But you know, speaking of champions, we have the champions in the house. Yeah. Can I get a coupe? That's right. I mean, boys, let's get another Lombardi trophy. That's right, we're fired up for this season. But you know, that's right. But you know, Becky, I want to let you know, I will be in Birmingham next Monday. And if you're man enough, why don't you come face to face, stand with me in that ring, and let's settle this once and for all. That's right, because, you know, Becky, you might have that title, but I have something the Philadelphia Eagles have, and that's a ring. Thank you. So, maybe you'll get one of these one day, but until then, I'll be holding you down. So, Becky, I will see you in Birmingham next week. Thank you.
Wow, challenge laid down to the man, Becky Lynch, from Nikki Bella. Well, guys, the wait is almost over. Coming up next, we're getting extreme as main event Jey Uso goes one-on-one with Braun Breaker.
I thought Byron was excited about his next few events. Yeah, Nikki Bella saying she's going to be in Raw next week in Birmingham in the United Kingdom to confront Becky Lynch.
Comparing herself to the Philadelphia Eagles. Nikki Bella scored touchdowns I don't know about.
The Hall of Famer for it. Main event's on the way. Extreme Rules. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we are still buzzing from the news from our former Women's World Champion Naomi moments ago announcing to the world that she and her husband, Jimmy Uso, expecting a child. Well, it'll be the talk of the podcast network all week long, including What's Your Story with Stephanie McMahon, her guest Naomi, and her husband, Jimmy. It drops immediately after Monday Night Raw tonight.
Listen, girls, don't worry about it. You'll get him next week, okay? Be all good.
Wait, where's Dominic?
I thought he was with you guys.
Huh?
What's going on here? Entonces, ¿qué piensas?
Déjame pensarlo, sucio.
Anyway, What's all that about? I'm just making sure that the Judgment Day always stays on top, alright? Don't worry about it. Let's go, guys. See you in a little while. Eat you in the car?
Yeah.
I'll catch up with you.
Time for our main event.
It's an Extreme Rules match! Introducing first, from San Francisco, California, weighing in at 242 pounds, main event, Jey Uso!
Corey paying a little homage to somebody Philadelphia knows very well, New Jack City tonight.
Well, I mean, absolutely no disrespect to the original Jackson himself, but tonight, Philadelphia is New Jay City.
Nice. Jey Uso with an opportunity to win his World Heavyweight Championship back a week from Sunday. Reminding the world there's a special start time of 8 o'clock local and Clash in Paris, 2 o'clock on the East Coast of the States, 11 o'clock on the West Coast. Uso, Punk, LA Knight, Seth Rollins, fatal four-way for the world title.
Representing Submission, weighing at 250 pounds, Braun Breaker!
A shopping cart full of weapons, completely legal tonight under Extreme Rules. Anything goes, you win via pinfall or submission. And for the first time in over 5 years, we have an Extreme Rules match on Monday Night Raw. Only appropriate, Corey, that it takes place in Philadelphia.
Just a few miles away from Swanson and Rittner, the bingo hall of great infamy. But tonight, the mission is crystal clear for that man, the badass of the Vision. Take out Jey Uso. Maim Jey Uso. Do whatever you can to stop Jey Uso from succeeding at Clash in Paris.
An interesting matchup. This is the 4th time these two have gone one-on-one. Jey Uso actually owns a winning record over Braun Breaker. Braun did beat Jey in this building, in this city, to win back his Intercontinental Championship last year. Really surprised that Jey Uso, I shouldn't say I'm surprised, but he took this Extreme Rules match against Breaker tonight. It's a couple of weeks away from Clash in Paris.
I think in Jay's mind, iron sharpens iron. And conversely, while Braun Breaker's mission is likely to be, remove Jey from the equation if possible, Jey would love to do the exact opposite to Braun Breaker. Keep Braun Breaker, keep Bronson Reed as far away from Rollins come Paris as humanly possible.
Again, because in fatal four-way rules in Clash in Paris, there are no rules really, no disqualifications, right? So you got to figure Breaker and Bronson get involved at some point. So to your point, Jey takes out Braun tonight. He helps his cause come Paris.
Jey not only helps his own cause, he helps LA Knight's cause, he helps CM Punk's cause, but without a doubt, it would hurt Seth Rollins' cause drastically.
Yeah, and Rollins, of course, has no champion's advantage when we get to Paris, because the first man to gain pinfall submission will become the champion. So Rollins doesn't even have to be involved in a decision to lose the title. Oh, and Jey Uso has Breaker goes face first into the turnbuckle. And Jay now sending Breaker over the top. Oh, my goodness! Right into that sharpening cart of weapons, and Braun may have hurt himself.
Breaker may have broken his leg. My God!
Braun Breaker trying to crawl away from Jey Uso. Main event, Jey Uso now on the attack.
Braun came down knees and shins first across the loaded shopping cart. Even the trash can within. Braun came down knees and shins first across the loaded shopping cart. Even the trash can within.
As Breaker tries to drag himself back up to the apron, Jey Uso's looking for more tools. What do you need more toys for? You got a shopping cart for it.
Because Jey Uso, much like Braun Breaker, is on a mission. Braun Breaker may have 2 broken legs, but the guy is crawling forward. He's like a Terminator. He won't stop. Jey Uso needs to make sure he figures out how to stop Braun Breaker.
Well, Paul Heyman, of course, mentioned the Dudley Boys earlier tonight when it comes to the tables. Devon and Bubba Ray, of course, the king of them. And now you saw Breaker, he called Heyman over earlier on, just a few moments ago, to talk to him a little bit, perhaps about the injured leg, as Jey Uso back on the attack. Smart move by Jey. Take out Braun while he's down.
I don't think the advantage provided by Paul Heyman can be overstated. Heyman has seen everything there is to see in this business. He's experienced everything there is to experience. He's telling Braun exactly what to do next.
Suicide dynamite. Also, Breaker goes down, his knee collapsing.
The wisdom of the Oracle is of the utmost importance in this instance because Braun Breaker, while a physical anomaly, a mutant, he is relatively inexperienced compared to a Jey Uso, especially in a situation like this. Extreme rules, it can only get worse for Braun Breaker at this juncture.
And Braun is barely able to stand since he crashed into the shopping cart of weapons earlier on.
And if you're main event Jey Uso, you gotta be licking your chops. This is no time for mercy because Jey Uso understands that come tonight, come Clash in Paris, hell, come Royal Rumble, WrestleMania next year, Braun Breaker will stop at nothing to do the bidding of the Vision and the Oracle.
Meanwhile, you have to wonder if the Oracle is concerned here at ringside over the physical state of Braun Breaker as Jey Uso is just filling the ring up with chairs and kendo sticks and other weapons. Completely legal under extreme rules.
Terry Funk flashback here.
Right.
In these extreme rules matches, these competitors are limited only by their pain tolerance and their imaginations. And right now, main event Jey is flooding the ring with steel chairs.
Now Uso.
I think to speak to the confidence that main event Jey is feeling right now, Braun Breaker has barely moved since making sickening impact with that shopping cart on the outside.
Now spreading out the chairs.
I think Jey just want to give himself a runway.
And he's got, oh no, Breaker with a steel chair off the face of main event Jey Uso. And just like that, Breaker buys himself some time to climb back into this, and he's back on his feet, albeit limping.
Well, unfortunately for Jey Uso, Braun Breaker, even at 75 or 80%, is still a hell of a lot tougher and more dangerous than your average superstar.
Well, Heyman mentioned Sandman earlier tonight. Hence the kendo stick from Breaker.
Blood, sweat, and beers shed here in Philadelphia by the hardcore icon. Oh! Braun Breaker.
And this is what Jey Uso had to be afraid of. Obviously, Breaker is insane by himself, let alone with a weapon in hand.
At this point, I'm wondering if Jey isn't beginning to regret his decision to not end Braun Breaker when he had him softened up, because the adrenaline has clearly begun pumping and flowing through the badass.
Braun Breaker has quickly turned the tables or the chairs on Jey Uso here in this Extreme Rules match. Jey has been in control, but Breaker's got a weapon, and Breaker's unloading on Jey Uso. No rules except when he be a pinfall or submission.
Take a look at the turn. Right place, right time, right weaponry available. Braun Breaker slowing Jey Uso down and continuing the onslaught now.
Again, we kicked off Raw. We all knew that Paul Heyman was going there, being in Philadelphia, but Jey Uso's the one who beat it to the punch. He said, yeah, let's have an Extreme Rules match tonight. And now main event, Jey Uso's in that fatal four-way for the world title a week from Sunday. Finds himself in serious jeopardy here.
Again, I don't think we can overstate the importance of having the Oracle at ringside when you're Braun Breaker. Breaker, you can see the almost panic in the eyes of Braun Breaker. His knees were hurt, and he wasn't able to stand for what felt like 2 or 3 minutes, which is why having someone like Paul Heyman at ringside to call the shots, to coach you up, is invaluable. One of the many reasons that Paul Heyman was inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame.
Reversal Breaker now. Oh, into the chair. And Jey's got a chance. Again, Heyman's like a baseball manager. You can tell your player what you need him to do, but it's up to the player to execute.
We hear Heyman say to Braun Breaker, don't worry about that, we'll take care of it later, referring to a potential injury of Breaker's arm. Braun Breaker's like Paul Heyman's personal Frankenstein, except a hell of a lot faster.
Paul believes he's the future of WWE, a future WrestleMania main eventer.
I don't know too many people who disagree with Heyman's assessment.
Breaker exploding out of the corner and turning Uso inside out.
The bona fide Steiner line. Taking down main event.
Now, Jey Uso, cut believe on his nose. And now it's Braun Breaker setting up some furniture. And the pace is slowed right to where Breaker likes it.
Which is a new wrinkle to the game of Braun Breaker, who is known for his superhuman speed, 23 miles an hour, one of the most explosive athletes on the roster.
But again, Heyman is forced him to slow things down in the ring, and it's paid off. And look at, oh my goodness!
That's gotta be it. Jimmy's got broken ribs.
Jey, of course, has been battling rib injuries throughout the summer, thanks to guys like Bronson Reed, and now...
I apologize. I said Jimmy, I meant Jey. That wasn't confusion. This was concern across the backs of both chairs. Jey Uso's got to have a cracked rib. And Jimmy Uso, I'm sure, is still celebrating the great news, but unfortunately, watching his brother be dismantled by the unpredictable badass of the Vision. Look out, Cole.
I'm getting way out of harm's way this time. Breaker stalking Jey Uso. The hell? Oh my God, not with an press down.
It's all illegal. It's Extreme Rules.
It's an accident scene here at ringside. Braun Breaker, Jey Uso are down after Breaker left off the apron with a...
It does look like an accident scene, Coleman. Make no mistake about it. This was all very intentional by Braun Breaker.
And Breaker making it back to his feet. Jey is still down.
Jey's eyes are glazed over, Cole. Good Lord.
Braun Breaker, an absolute freak of nature. Suffered the injury early on in the matchup, and now Braun Breaker in complete control. What the hell is he going to do with the cowl of his table?
Whatever the hell he wants.
Jey just barely making it back to his feet. And Breaker teeing off now on Uso. And Braun with Jey on his shoulders.
And Cole, think about what this does for the confidence of Braun Breaker. A man that we've all
we've all pegged to be the future of WrestleMania.
Wait a minute, Jey Uso though, able to read back through the hood of our table to Breaker.
I was about to say, think of the confidence boost for Braun Breaker to be out here dismantling a former world heavyweight champion in main event Jey Uso. But Jey reminding the world just how he got to the top of the mountain. The guy is double tough and as gutsy as the day is long.
Man, Jey Uso digging down deep to fight back into this match. I thought he was done when Breaker went through the announce table with a garbage can.
I mean, both of these guys have suffered potential injuries in this matchup, provided plenty of cause for concern for their well-being, but both of these guys continue to soldier forward.
Jey Uso, golden opportunity a week from Sunday at the World Championship. Trying to pull out a massive victory here tonight on main event. Braun Breaker not allowing Jey, and again, the injuries to Jey just did not allow him to get to the top rope quick enough.
Jey certainly feeling the effects of this onslaught from Seth freaking Rollins' right-hand man, Braun Breaker.
This has been a car wreck. Extreme Rules. Breaker, Jey Uso, anything goes. Win via pinfall or submission. And now Braun Breaker with Jey Uso perched on the top rope. Breaker barking at the fans.
Jey able to put the brakes on somehow.
Couple of shots to the ribs by main event Jey Uso, the former world champion. And Breaker just like that. Up to the top rope. And a Frankensteiner. Cover by Breaker. I'm not quite sure why Chad would decide to hit a chair on the count, but I guess they were in the way.
He needs some time off.
Breaker thought it was a 3 count.
With good reason. How can you blame Braun Breaker for expecting that Frankensteiner to end the matchup? He propelled Jey Uso 3/4 of the way across the ring.
Jey Uso, though, heart and resilience of the former world champ. Now Breaker, guess he means business now. Straps down, the dogs are out. And the breakneck speed you mentioned earlier of Braun. Oh! Snare by Jey! Cover Breaker kicks out. Jey Uso with a spear out of nowhere almost took out Braun Breaker.
And now it's main event Jey feeling the adrenaline rush through his body.
And a steel chair in hand, the backup Breaker. And Jey unloading.
The Phillies may want to sign up Jey Uso, give Bryce Harper a little protection in the lineup. Look at this.
And that's good news. And Breaker now crawling around the ring after suffering the attack by Jey. Who is another spear?
Breaker is down.
And now Jey Uso gonna go up to the top rope. Uso splash. Cover on Breaker. Bronson Reed just pulled the official out of the ring. But it doesn't matter because there are no disqualifications now. Pulling his way through Jey Uso and attacking Uso. And it's all legal. It's all legal.
Bronson Reed, the biggest, baddest bully on Broad Street tonight.
The Oscilla with a Death Valley driver.
And did you see the sick smile of satisfaction on the face of the Oracle?
And LA Knight's had enough. Knight, one of the contenders for the world title, comes after Bronson Reed. And Reed driven out of the ring.
Look out, Cole. LA Knight trusts the process.
Only the Sixers could dribble like that. LA Knight barking at Breaker. Elias from behind. The world champ, Seth freaking Rollins from behind. Assaulting Knight.
And again, Cole, this shows me there's panic within Rollins. Rollins knows he's in trouble come Clash in Paris.
I'll take Rollins down. Looking for a pedigree to Jey Uso. Again, I mean,
There's been no bell because this is Extreme Rules.
there's chaos. The match is continuing. It's Breakker and Uso one-on-one, but and now it's Seth Rollins. They're trying to get the official, but you got more help on the way. Here comes Punk, and he's got Rollins in his sights. And the fight's on. Rollins trying to go to the higher ground against Punk.
Watch your back, Seth.
LA Knight and CM Punk unloading on the world champ. A little preview of Clash in Paris.
Allies of necessity.
Driven into the barricade.
It could be nap time for the champ.
Punk with Rollins up. Then we're going to sleep and Rollins Punk in a Knight, and Knight goes to a table. Oh man, that was obviously an accident by Punk as Knight was driven to a table after Rollins threw Punk in the Knight, and now CM Punk and Rollins fighting over the barricade and into the timekeeper's area.
Well, Punk able to neutralize Rollins for the moment, but remember, Cole, this Extreme Rules match is still going on.
And they're fighting all through the arena here in Philadelphia.
Ron Breakker, meanwhile, setting up yet another table.
Jey Uso pulling himself back to his feet as well. Again, the Extreme Rules match continues. The official Chad Patton coming to. He's up on the apron. Breakker now setting the table up. And what a melee here tonight in Philadelphia. It's only appropriate.
Ron Breakker has it all lined up. Jey Uso table for one.
Kick by Jey. Jey Uso measuring his man out. Kick to Breakker. Breakker now onto the table. Jey Uso going to quickly try to take advantage. And now Big Butts and Reed knocking Uso off the top rope. And they're coming from everywhere.
Absolute power, total control, Cole. That's what the Vision wanted. That's what the Vision has. That's what the Vision wants to maintain.
Well, Jey Uso may want to refocus his vision here because Ron Breakker is in position. We've seen him do this how many times? Courageous win
Roman Reigns just screamed at Bronson Reed, I'll see you in Paris. Let's go, Dean. Clash in Paris.